Hi everyone, I'm Aaron Tan, Executive Editor at Tech Target Asia Pacific, and welcome to our June 2021 edition of Eyes on APAC. Now, we have several interesting insights from our June coverage of tech news in the region that I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Now, starting with Australia, we had a chance to interview the Chief Data Officer of Macquarie Bank, who shared some really interesting insights on how the bank is leveraging data analytics. As some of you may know, banks have been one of the keenest adopters of data analytics in the region, and at Macquarie Bank, data analytics is really core to their transformation strategy. So far, the bank has really invested significantly in moving all its data and analytics to a cloud-based data architecture. And all its data is housed on the cloud and is being drawn upon for a variety of regulatory and analytical projects. And also because of the efficiencies they have achieved, they have also been able to reduce the cost of running data platforms by 50%. And with the data that they have been able to apply machine learning in areas like fraud detection as well as default management. Also related to data analytics is this concept of a data lakehouse, which combines the best of data warehouses and data lakes. So I spoke to Databricks, which is one of the main proponents of the data lakehouse, about the concept, which is finding its way into digital native companies as well as traditional enterprises alike. So to capitalize on the growing adoption of data lakehouses, Databricks has been rapidly expanding its footprint across the region. They have teams in Singapore, New Zealand, and as well as South Korea, which is a growing market that has seen very strong interest in its offerings from Korean conglomerates as well as gaming companies. The next story is related to the ongoing discussions about data center sustainability and how to make data centers, especially those located in hot and humid climates in Southeast Asia, for instance, more energy efficient, right? So two Singapore universities recently joined hands, to tackle the problem through a new research program to test and build more energy efficient cooling solutions. Now, the program is really timely because there's currently really an urgent need to reduce power consumption and the carbon footprint as data center operators try to pack more compute power within the same floor area while also developing solutions to sustain the cooling demands of data centers at the same time. Now, over in India, we've seen 5G developments ramping up of late, starting with 5G trials that are being conducted in some Indian cities. Reliance Jio and Bharti Airtel have been really leading the way in India's 5G rollouts. But one analyst who gave her take on India's 5G landscape noted that actually a major challenge that operators there are facing is really to highlight the use cases of 5G, right? So, and also because of the high cost of infrastructure and 5G spectrum in India, users are expected to pay a premium for 5G services, right? So, and as a result, the price sensitive Indian consumers may be reluctant to pay such a price for 5G adoption. So it'll be interesting to see, how 5G take up is going to be after the services get commercialized. And we'll end off this week's roundup with a story on cloud repatriation, right, where workloads are being moved back to on-premise environments. Now, the term has been bandied about quite often, usually by private and hybrid cloud infrastructure providers. But I think the reality on the ground is that while it is happening in some cases due to cost or new compliance requirements, it isn't as widespread given the fast-growing public cloud market. And there's been some market research that also suggests that view as well. So we spoke to Nutanix and IBM about cloud repatriation, and they really offered some interesting perspectives on the topic. So do check out this article. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.